Today is the first day of Navratri. And when I found that the rain was there and all kinds of problems, and Vishnu Maya was suggesting something, just imagine by calculation how it was correct. At 5:45 we had to have this puja after 5:45. That is the first day of Navratri starts in Italy or in Europe at after 5:45. So it is something one must understand that the Chaitanya is working out everything and is giving all the suggestions, because I had not at all seen the the tithi, but I just felt that I said that we'll have it in the evening. And when I said it, I said, let's see this. And there it was. There's so many things we have to see, that whatever has been revealed to you, you can verify it. For example, I had said long time back that Muladhara chakra is made out of carbon atom. And if you see it from left to the right, right to the left side, you see nothing but a swastika. So now you see from left to the right, then you see Omkara. And once you see from down below upward, you see the Alpha and Omega. Now see, Christ has said that I am the Alpha and the Omega. So this swastika becomes Omkara, also becomes Christ. You can see it very clearly. Now we have got a beautiful picture of that. So everything in Sahaja is tangible and can be verified. Now you are worshipping today the Durga or all the 9 forms of the goddess. She came 9 times on this earth, according to this, that she fought all the people who were destroying the seekers, who were trying to make a mess of their lives. And these tortured saints, when they prayed to the goddess, because none of the gods could do anything, and Sadashiva is never interfering with what the goddess is doing. So they worship the Bhagavati, and then the incarnation of hers came 9 times according to the need of the time. So every time you find her confronting people who are extremely arrogant, self-opinionated, think no end of themselves. And the bhaktas are tortured by these self-opinionated, horrible Rakshasas. Now in India, when we cast the horoscope of a person, we have 3 categories of people. One are the devas, they are called dev. The second ones are the ones which are manavas, means human beings. And the third ones are Rakshasas. So I think I have got all of you from the Dev categories, because you could not have taken to Sahaja that seriously unless and until you were there. After all, why should you believe me also that when I say that there was the Durga and there was this thing and she did this and did that? It's not that from one faith you have come out and now you are jumping on to another faith. It's not like that. It is actually being proved. You can feel. For example, when you are raising the Kundalini on the center heart, you can feel that on the center heart, if there is a catch, you have to take name of the Jagadamba. Unless and until you take her name, it won't open up. Also, when I am clearing out to center heart, I have to also say, now I am in reality Jagadamba. And then the Jagadamba within you awakens. So now you have verified it much more than the scientists have done. If scientists are going from outside and they are not conclusive at all. Now if you have one problem, they will work it out. Another problem, they work out problems. But they don't know the basics, what the problems are and where lies the solution. While you can see that once the Amba, this Kundalini, who is the reflection of the Holy Ghost, of the Adi Shakti within you, when she rises through these different chakras, she gives them power because she is the power. She is the Shakti. She is the desired power of Sadashiva. She is the complete power of Sadashiva. And so she gives the power totally to every chakra, by which all these chakras are enlightened and all the deities are awakened. Supposing we have no power of life, we'll be like dead people. So these centers, when they receive this power, this Shakti, then they are awakened. Now you have seen it. You can do it yourself. It's all tangible. You can verify it. I have told you that she resides on the heart center. Now see how heart center is placed. Also very interesting to see. While she is Jagadamba, but the Amba means the pure form of power resides in the triangular bone, like Kundalini. But her form, which is Jagadamba, where she is the mother of the universe, she resides on the heart center. Now this heart center is very important. King is Ganapati, Ganesh. So first she has done is the Ghatasthapana. Ghatasthapana means, you have done here now, this is a Ghatasthapana. This is the Kumbha. Now this Kumbha she has established first. That is the triangular bone. Now this is her first work, that to establish this your Muladhara. So she established within you is innocence. She established innocence within you to begin with. So she has put this Ghata in which she is staying as Kundalini. So the first is that to establish the Kundalini in the triangular bone and then to establish Sri Ganesha. This is the first work, by which whatever she is going to create now, all the universes, the earth, everything, whatever she is going to create has to be filled with innocence. Not is to support human beings, because you are at the epitome of evolution. So she has created all these things just for you to be created and ultimately to get your self-realization, to have meaning for your life, to get connected to this all-pervading power, to enter into the kingdom of God. All is her work. So we can say 9 times she came, and the 10th time she is supposed to give realization to all of you. But at the 10th time, all these 3 powers are joined together. That's why it's called Trigunatmika. That's why Buddha said Matraya, means 3 mothers put together. So this power, when it starts acting It has the complete control over all your 3 channels and 7 centers. Complete control. As if without the permission or without the taking the name of this power, you cannot achieve it. Is a fact. And that is where human beings fail. Because they have a free will. And they don't know why to obey anyone or why to listen to anyone and why to accept it. That's why, though you have to be given self-realization, the task is very difficult. Because you are not used to a way where you don't have to use your free will and photographs. You see my photographs, you are stunned, you are surprised. I mean, I myself don't know what is this Parama Chaitanya is busy with. It is so activated that all the time it is working out to convince you people about the truth. Yes, before that, there were other higher creations which were planned by Adi Shakti to plan out the whole thing. So she created Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha, and she created their lokas, their atmospheres, or you can say their areas. In that, all the planning was done, how we can achieve this to make these animals realized souls. From animal to human beings, and from human beings to realized souls. It was a very big problem. That's how they created, you see, as you know that Vishnu had his own loka, Mahesha had his own loka, and Brahmadeva has his own loka. And they decided among themselves how best we can do it. Because these 3 channels were created in human beings later on. Out of the 3 channels came out these 3 Shaktis, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati. They produced 2 children, one Shakti and one the brother, and then intermarriage and all that took place. In a way, marriage not in the human way. Not in the human way, we should say, but they were, the energy was given to the potential man. So the woman who was the energy representing was given to a man. All these things happened. And they chose to work it out in human being. It happened like this, that the first working somehow or other was very effective in India. Or maybe they chose India, because Indian climate is so good. I mean, you know definitely there are balanced. That's why this Parama Chaitanya is also called as Rutambhara Pragya in India. Not here, we cannot say. Rutambhara Pragya means the one which is the knowledge. Pragya means the one enlightened knowledge of the one which makes seasons. Because here Rutambhara Pragya is in a doldrum. It's not at all understanding because of the human beings as they are. Surrender fully. To say that, Mother, whatever is your desire, that we do not want to have any our individual desire. Then the desire of God will work. You want Kundalini to work for you, which is the desire of God, not your desire, which is independent of your desire, but is the one which will fulfill your complete so-called desires without even your knowledge. Miracles after miracles will happen. So many miracles that now we do not know how to compile the book even on miracles. But these miracles are coming to you because you are realized souls. The most important for all of you is where this Param Chaitanya has become active. And by its activity, you should know it has become very powerful. And that now, anybody who tries to be nasty with you, tries to trouble you, I don't have to worry at all. It will take care of you. All wrong things you have done, all bad karmas you have done, you will be rewarded for that. No doubt. But if you are a realized soul, finished. You are not on that level. Like we can say that ordinary people can be charged with criminality. But supposing you rise to a higher status of kinghood, then nobody can charge you. You are above the law. In the same way, it has happened with you that nobody can touch you, nobody can destroy you, and nobody can hamper your progress. Only it is you who can do it. And nobody can harm me. No Rakshasa can harm me. It has never done so. But it is you who can harm me. Because in this life I have taken you into my body and I am working it out in my body. Everything, you are cleansing everything. Which is a difficult task. You have the knowledge. But with this knowledge, you should be identified and you should know that you have this knowledge. And that this knowledge can be given to others and we can transform this world into a beautiful world and fulfill the vision of Adi Shakti. She created you for this purpose, brought you out from human level to the superhuman level for this purpose. And that is what you have to do it. And if you are today worshipping me as the Jagadamba, then know that the Jagadamba itself is nothing else but Adi Shakti. And unless and until you people rise to that level of disciplining yourself in divine, like some people are still smoking, oh, it's all right, we are ordinary people, we can't. All right, get out. Don't worry about it. They'll be left behind. Useless people, where will they go? They'll be, I think, hanging in the limbo because there isn't much space now left even in the hell. So what is going to happen to them? But all this is available to you. Only thing you must know how to control yourself. Control your senses. In small things also we cannot control ourselves. If we cannot control our own horses, how can we reach that stage where we have to reach? So in all these small things, don't waste your energy. Just think you have to meditate, you have to rise, and you have to give it to others. This is very much possible if you really love yourself. If you love yourself, then you have to understand that see my body, see my mind, everything is given to me by God. How beautiful it is. And now it's such a beautiful one and it will be used by God for such a great purpose. You are molded, you are made like that up to this point, but now it is your free will. And with this free will, you have to rise. With this free will, you have to understand what is to be done and how to achieve that state. It is nature's reaction to things. Always. Nature reacts to things. Nature has no free will, but God reacts. And when the reaction of the God comes in, then we find all these things happening. And I wish you could listen to my tape on Vishnu Maya, which is very, very explaining why all these calamities come, why people die of these calamities. It was a very good lecture. I hope you all will listen to it and listen to it again and again. My lecture should not be just for nice one evening, but should be something you should try to understand. So whatever I am saying is the truth, is absolute truth, and is a subtle thing which none of them have said so far. Because you have got your realization, because you are Sahajogi, I can say this to you.